Well, we're going to go through the value ladder and what it means, and more importantly, how you can use that for upsells. So the value ladder, if you don't know, think of whatever your business is, whatever your core products are, whatever it is that you do as a business. I want you to think of it not just in terms of what you've got here and now in terms of the product, but what you can do to upsell people. So what an upsell is if somebody buys one product, you try and sell them another product so that you increase your average order value. That's one of the easiest ways to increase profit. You basically get more money from each individual person that buys from you. So a value ladder basically starts at the bottom with a relatively low priced item. Normally, it doesn't always have to, but generally speaking, that's how it runs. I'll move that mouse out of the way, shouldn't have been there. And as people go up this value ladder, the amount of money that they give you increases. But what also happens here is the burden on you increases. So profit increases, and so does the cost for customer as you go further up. And for you, the more you go along this line and the more the value increases, the more your effort increases in terms of what you have to deliver. Because obviously if customers pay more, they want more for the money. So in essence, this is your value ladder. You're trying to increase the amount of value that you can get from a customer in terms of money they're giving you, and you want to increase the value that you are giving them based on your services and what you do. So that's relatively simple. So let's look at some real practical examples of how this works in real terms. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of examples here of businesses and how they can use this to increase their their profit whilst increasing value for the client. So let's look at something like, let's say an e-commerce store or someone that sells an information product. And let's say they've got 10,000 visitors land on their website, which wouldn't be unusual. Let's say 10,000. And down here, let's say 10% buy the first product, which we'll say is $7. Then we'll do their next product at $27. The next one they're going to sell is quite a big jump, $2.97. And then the last one, we'll say $9.97. So 10% buy there. We'll say 5% here, then 2% of total will buy, and then the 1%. And all you're doing in this, at every stage, it can be on a website. You've got the first thing that they buy, you fill out the order form, then it goes on to the next page. Guess what? Oh, you bought that. How about you buy this? And basically these pages end up repeating. And in this case, it'd be 4 pages. They get to the end. They've done all that. Then it takes them down to the final checkout page where they put in their credit card details. They press the big button, they pay, and that's them. All done. Or what a lot of places do is when you buy that first order, it does that, then it offers you upsell because it's all a one-click buy then, which is kind of good because it means that you get a lot more sort of impulse buys from people as well because it's so easy for them to click. Anyhow, let's not get too distracted. So 10% of these people buy. 10% of 10,000 is going to be 1,000 times your $7. Oh, jumping the gun here. Times 7. That equals $7,000. And of all those visitors that visit there, 10% will buy your first product. You go for the upsell, and let's say 5% of them buy that. So 5%, that's going to be 500. And it's times 27 this time. Public maths, it's going to be 13.5 that you're going to make there. So that is profit that you ordinarily wouldn't have gotten. An extra $13,500 just by asking for an upsell. Gets better though. So they've done that. They then go to the next stage. 2% of people are going to buy here. of your 10,000, so that's 200 people. 200 times 297. That equals 44,700. And then we offer them another upsell. 1% of those people buy. In fact, let's say it's 0.5%. In fact, hold on. Let's do that as 150. That's right, 150 times your 297 is your 44, and then it's 50 times, what did we get? 50 times 997. That's going to be a pretty big number. So that equals 49850. We add all of this up. That equals a total for this full thing that you were originally made $7,000 off of. That would be that is how much money you'd make. And it's not costing you any more for any of these extra sales, because it's somebody who's landed on your webpage anyway. And all you're doing is you're saying to them, do you want to buy this as well? Do you want to buy this as well? That is an upsell. And that is how you can make way more profit just by asking people if they want to buy more stuff. So that's like an e-com store or info product. So that's one example. Now, I know not everyone's in the online world and does things like that. So I'm going to show you another example now. So let's scrub this and we shall start again. I'm going to show you this for something that's a bit more tangible for a lot of people that run service-based businesses. Let's say you have a maintenance company. Let's say the first thing that you offer, let's scrub out some of these, 10, 5, 2, yeah, that makes sense. We'll do that again. We'll do 10, 5, 2, 1, because I think that's fairly reasonable. So, your maintenance company, the first thing that you offer is pest control. And that's $50 a month. Every month you go out $50. Let's say there's 1,000 people rather than 10,000 this time. So let's bring the numbers down a little bit. So that would be 100 times 50. That would be 5,000 a month. We could stop there, but we're not going to stop. Let's say you did pest control, and because you have a maintenance company, you have everything, so you do window cleaning at the same time. And for this service, you charge $100 for the month. Now it's 5%, so that'd be 50 people. 50 times 100. Yeah, that's right, 50 times 100, so there is another 5,000. Now you go into this house anyway to clean the windows. If you're using one of the water-fed poles, that's maybe only going to take you an extra 10 minutes. Great. So what else could we offer? So we could offer the same services here, but we could do plus. We could give garden maintenance, and let's say we could clean the pool. For this is quite a big jump. So we're going to say it's $350 a month. 2% of 1,000 would be, what did I say there? That'd be, I can't do math. That'd be 20 people. 20 times 350. That'd be 3,500. That'd be 7,000. But we don't stop there. There's always people that will buy more. So let's say we do all these things, plus we add in that you can do plumbing, electrical, or HVAC call-outs for free. And what you could even do on top of that, plus to get 10% off whatever it costs to fix it. And for this service, what would we charge for this? Let's say $650 a month. So they got pest control, window cleaning, garden and the pool done. They get the plumbing, electrical, HVAC, call-outs free. Well, I guess it's not free if they're paying that for every month. Plus 10% discount. That'd be $6.50. What do we say? It'd be 1%. 1% of that is going to be 10 people. 10 times... hold on, it's disappearing off the top of the page there, isn't it? So it'll be 10 times 650, which equals 6,500. So let's tally it all up. There's 10, 17, plus another 7 to be 24. So that's going to be 23,500 per month. And I want you to remember something here. The window cleaning is extra, the pool and the garden is extra, but these, most people are not going to have a call out for their HVAC, their electrical, the plumbing on an average month. Maybe it happens once, let's call it twice a year. So you're getting a lot of extra money here for nothing. You're not actually paying anything for it, really. So 23,500, that's for a maintenance company. So you can see here when you start doing upsells, and again, this is no extra work really in the big scheme of things, and for where it is extra work, you're getting a good chunk of money for it. So let's do one last example. We'll keep with the 1,000 people. We'll take it for there. Now obviously these numbers, if you extrapolate them, if you were a plumbing company and you could get like 5,000 people on a maintenance plan, or an HVAC company, most of them are not going to get a call out in an average month. Sure, there'll be years, there'll be months such as HVAC, like the beginning of the summer. That's when it'll start going wrong, not so much in the winter. But that's great, because that means over the winter you're earning money and you're not really having to do anything for it. So let's say you're a plumber or electrician or HVAC. So you're not doing all of these, you're just one of these. Let's say for $20 a month, you can offer, let's say it's a free call out, so you don't pay a call out charge. And let's say 25% of people take you up at that, because that's such a good deal, because you're charging $100 just for call out charge, nothing else. And you know what, the average person, I don't know, it's twice a year or something call out. Then what we could do is the next stage here, we could say for $50, you'll do a maintenance plan, which means that you will come out once a year and service their HVAC, or I don't know, whatever you do with wires and plumbing, something similar. That's $50. Then we'll do the last one. So you'll do the same thing, but what they'll also get is 10% off of any work that needs done. Oh, let's do 10% rather than 10 off. Now, you know as well as I do, if you're replacing your HVAC or electricity, you need wiring done, that's going to be expensive. So let's say you charge $97 a month for this. Next stage, you get everything before, but you get any labour for doing any of the jobs included, and that's $197. What we'll do with this, so we said 25, let's say 10% people want the maintenance plan, because that'd be sensible. Really good for landlords, that one. 5% go for that, and then let's say 3% want the full shebang. So let's see how this works out then in terms of costs. So I won't bother doing all the math for longhand, we'll just give you the answers. That'll be 5,000 there. That would be another 5,000. This here would be 4,850. And then up this end, this one would be 5,910. That gives you a grand total for zero extra work, because you'll be doing the work anyway, every month of 20,760. Now what you would have to do is work out that on average, your 1,000 customers that you have, in fact, let's work that out, it'd be, you'd have 25, so you'd have 250 customers there. If that was 10%, that would be 100. If that was 5%, that'd be 50, and 3% would be 30. So your total customers, you'd have 0, that'd be 3, 1. You'd have 430 customers, and let's say just 10% of them needed a call out in the year. In fact, you know what? Let's be conservative. Let's say 20% of them needed a call out that year. So 20% that'd be 43, that'd be 86. 86 customers would need to call out. Now all of them, if they get the call out, yeah, it's free call out here. 10% off, you can already just add 10% on to what you would normally charge them, so you're not losing any money there. The free labour, if it's something that's relatively simple and it takes 2-3 hours, then you're probably not actually going to make that much labour on it. So you've got 86 customers that will need something, so you'd need to work out what your average labour charge would be. Now bear in mind, if that's 20,000, that's going to be 240. That's going to be about $260,000 extra per annum, per year that you're getting there. 86 customers, how much money would you lose out on from the labour? You'd need to work that one out. Let's say it's 3 hours labour, $100 an hour. That'll be 300. You'd lose per customer 86 times, oh gee whiz, let me try and do some public maths here. 300 times 86. That is going to equal 25,000 of labour charges for the year that you would normally charge, but you get 260,000 instead. So you're going to make somewhere to the tune of about $230,000 extra for zero extra work, just offering something like this. So there's lots of things that you can do with an upsell. There's lots of things that you can work out. Again, it'll all depend on your own individual business and what's sensible for you and what works. Hopefully this gives you an oversight and a sort of 50,000 foot view of what you can do with upsells. Think outside the box. Think about how you can maximize the average order value for a customer. If you know your numbers with this and you know that, let's say, only 10% of customers every single year would use your services, if you can make more than what you would lose with that 10%, then guess what? You're on a winner there, and you're going to make money for no extra cost, no extra work, and it's free money, but it gives people peace of mind. Hopefully that helps. You can let me know if this was helpful or not, and we can do more of these kind of videos.